at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jacobs to start the drive, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Harris. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card.
Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And he finds Howard complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. To the air, Allen. Flush to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we be blitz coming, and down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The slot man in motion right. Second down and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. 15 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he carries it over. Here's his first in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
Okay, ready?
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Play action. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blocks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
In motion goes the tight end. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. That's caught by Howard.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And the Raiders have got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. the gun, it's Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Allen now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
56.
Throwing is Allen on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
He'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
The Bills are moving on as we say so.